Greetings. It's always weird coming on like, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?" Um, Hello, friends. Let me get centered. Let me get serious. This is Lee. This is Lee coming to you from My Lotus Effect with another transmission. And it's a beautiful day. Today is Friday the 13th. Dun dun dun. Which has been culturally deemed as some kind of negative or evil thing. Um, and maybe for some it can be, but what it really is a portal. Number 13 representing rebirth, okay, transformation. I believe it to be a portal, okay? A portal to what? Because it reduces down to four. Four being our material world. So, what are you bringing down into your material world? That's what we're going to talk about today. Specifically, the message is for those of us who are in recovery from the big, great, major split that has been taking place since late last year. And when I say in recovery, you know that I'm talking to you. This is not, if you still in the middle of your mess, this conversation is not for you. And what I mean by it's not for you is the message is not directed towards you right now. So some things may or may not resonate. Some things I say may not resonate. But I had to hop on and deliver this message fresh, and I don't have that much time. So I'm going to do my best to make it concise and clear as possible. Right now, as one white van and one black van have just crossed my path, that is letting me know that the portal is open to either lightness, your light, or your dark. And if you're in recovery, for as long as I've been in recovery, you have been facing your darkness. You have been combing through, got cut off. Sorry, I had a call. And it completely disrupted. Okay. But here we are. You have been knee deep, neck deep, not drowned. You ain't drowned. You survived. You survived the split, that intensity that was felt late last year, 2025, that jolted many of us into this new version of ourselves. Yeah, you've been facing what got you to this point, and really, it's crazy to say, but really it's like an initiation into the five dimension. The cost of it, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, everyone is, y'all, yeah, everyone is talking, all these healers and all these, readers and channelers, and I am what I am, you know what I'm saying? And I'm Lee. I could be many things. And cold is one of them right now. Hold on. But okay, I'm back. It's like the third. I had to put the phone on airplane mode. This is like the third time I'm trying to record this for real. Uh, Somebody don't want the message to get out, but it's gonna come out because it's necessary. And I do want it to just feel like a gentle, like a hug, like someone's holding you close to their bosom, giving you that, like that grandma hug, that good hug. where you feel safe and seen, and like you matter. Because you do. You matter. And to those of us that are in recovery, as I was saying before, we forgot that. This is why we're in recovery. Because we were too busy over giving, over pleasing, bending, contorting, man, shrinking, dimming, becoming invisible. That's what we were busy doing. And we did that in service to others. We did that, right? As, oh, I'm just masked as healing, you know. Oh, this person just needs healing, or we're healing together. No, some people are not on that timing. They are not trying to access their best selves. They are comfortable in their darkness, and it is not our job to go in and rescue, for lack of a better word, or sometimes even support them in their delusions. Now, I am not judging those people. You know what I'm saying? And it's taken me, and that ain't every day. Some days I have to actively choose that, not to judge and not to condemn and not to hold them in my body, in my nervous system. That is an active choice that I make every single day, because I refuse to feel powerless anymore. And no one talks about, for real, everyone talks about the shadow work, but no one really talks about the costs, what it feels like in real time, what it can look like in real time, the cost to get into 5D. They just keep screaming at you, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Well, let me help in case you don't know what that looks like. Shadow work could look like your attachment to validation, your attachment to people pleasing, your attachment to abandonment, all of those things that keep us codependent on others. Today is a great day to surrender that. That's what I'm gonna say on this portal day, this Venus day. And the way to surrender that is through love on this Venus day. On this Venus day, I want you to take a very hard look at yourself in the mirror. I want you to gaze into your eyes. And I want you to declare that you will no longer abandon yourself. You will no longer be a doormat to anyone. And these things you're doing through love. This is not a reverse attack on anyone. This is complete embodiment of love. The frequency of the planet that we live on is love. If you do not choose that, the darkness that is happening in the world will continue to trigger the darkness that is within you, the unresolved darkness within you. I'll say it again. If you continue to ignore the pain in your chest, the anxiety in your body, the heart palpitations, the pain in your knee even, right? Sometimes these things are just trapped emotions as a result of our unresolved darkness within. And if we do not resolve these things, the darkness that is taking place in this world currently is going to continue to trigger you, thus keeping you in the same traumatic loop. I gotta slow down because I want to make sure I say everything. Heaven and hell, while some believe are places that we reside in after we leave our physical form, And for some, that is true because it's in their consciousness. However, for me, and for many of us, what we've come to learn, or what we are learning, is that heaven and hell are states of consciousness. You can actively experience hell in your physical form. Those uh, attributes of hell in a physical form look like all the things I just mentioned: self abandonment, people pleasing, shrinking, uh, you know, this devotion to others that just completely destroys and erases your identity. Something I'm learning about this these types of dynamics with these types of people. That'll be a video for another day. I don't feel like saying, I don't even want to say that word, but it's the N word, and it ain't the word that you're thinking. It's a term that gets, tossed around loosely, um, as some super righteous, oh, because the person thought of themselves only, like, oh, they're the N word. And it's like, nah, there's really people out here with the disorder. And it's a dangerous connection to be in. And sometimes you can't escape it. Sometimes it's your parent, sometimes it's a family member, sometimes it's friends, and a lot of times it's romantic, right? It depends on how it presents itself. But what I'm learning is that we can cease to resonate with that frequency. And the way that we cease being coherent with that, or resonant, excuse me, with that frequency, is by practicing heart and mind coherence through the frequency of, what did I say? Love. This is not for the weak, this journey. To those of you who are, waking up and, coming to remove the veils slowly from your eyes, and those of you who are like me, who are even more bold enough and curious enough to really continue to dive deep, I want you to slow down. And before you consume all of this esoteric knowledge, all of this love and light, all of the, I would like for you to examine your darkness, the attributes that reside there, the triggers that reside there, that will save you a lot of pain if you learn to create those boundaries within yourself right now. Again, this message is for those of us who are in recovery. Let me get back on track. So I just wanted to pop on really quick and send you some love, as I've had to have it out with myself yet again. Show myself grace, show myself love, show myself compassion, release the resonance of my former identity that was tied to those who abused me. And not saying I'm conquering Rome in a day. This has been quite a journey. And if you're on my frequency and my timeline, you know exactly what it is. We are I don't even want to say fighting. We are just being called to choose to reside in heaven. See, those who have abused us, who we allowed some of us to abuse us, they reside in hell and they want to bring us there with them. They want us to make a home there. They want us to, you know, even to say, worship them there. You know, they want you to just be good with it. And I don't got no beef with darkness. You know what I'm saying? Out of darkness comes light. You know, wombs, creation happens in darkness. But what are you, the darkness depends, it depends on what you want to choose to operate in. You know what I'm saying? You could go in the dark and create something beautiful, which is what those of us in recovery are being called to do. Transmute that hurt and that pain into beautiful things: art, writing, a walk, poetry, uh, yoga, meditation, prayer, solitude. It's taken me so long to come and like say something to my subscribers and those of you who, my friends, I call you all my friends because y'all understand. You're still here rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate any comment, any like, any share. I like deeply. I appreciate it because, I'm really just, I don't want to perform. I'm tired of performing for people. Performance does not make people treat you better. They're still going to treat you how they want to treat you. And you're not even performing as in like masking because you're a completely different person. It's just even performing acts of service. You got to be careful who you're doing that to. You got to be careful who you're giving your energy to, who you're allowing to plug in to you. Now more than ever, nose is itching, so I guess I was supposed to say that. But yeah, the survivors of the split, the ones who made it to 5D, this is for you. Keep going, keep growing, keep glowing. They hate that. And it doesn't even matter if they hate it, because we love it. That matters more. You loving you matters more than the world loving you. And I want you to always remember that so that you don't get caught up and sent back to hell. Use this day to love on yourself. I think it's just a perfect day for it to be the 13th. Like, I just, you know, and and a symbol that if you've been seeing ravens, I don't know where this raven came from. We don't have ravens here where I am. And I looked it up, and they are messengers between the spiritual and the physical. How odd, right? There was a portal in the sky yesterday, I guess ushering in this love frequency. And it just lets me know that I'm on the right track. We are on the right track. Those of us doing the work and facing ourselves, facing our shadows, you know, those of us that have graduated to the fifth dimension. And all that is the state of heaven. It's not some magical place. I mean, it's magical, sure, because, it's less suffering. It's more lighthearted. The energy isn't so dense. But it does cost you your former identity. And if you're not willing to do that, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to make it here and beyond. Because you have to shed. That's what that year of the snake was about, shedding our old identities and assuming new ones. So You get to create. You get to create from a place of wholeness. And what a privilege it is to be able to do that. I am grateful and hopeful that I will continue to heal and continue to grow and continue to operate in my light, in heaven, from a base frequency of love. So, I'm going to leave you here with that. I hope this resonated for someone. Kind of bounced around. I got distracted a few times and I don't have much time, but maybe I'll come on tomorrow. It's Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow and, you know, dive deeper when I have more time. But I did just want to pop on and extend encouragement to those of us in recovery. I see you. I feel you. You are not alone. You are not crazy. It's a real thing. You're not losing your mind. You're just not who you used to be. And that's okay. You send that person love too. And joy and all the beautiful things. I love that girl. She was a beautiful woman. Was was a beautiful woman. And I send her a lot of compassion. Because she did not know what she did not know. And now that she does know, she had to learn. There's a new frequency emerging, rooted in love of self, whilst having compassion and sending those in hell love as well. Anyway, okay, I'm done for real, I think. No, I am. I have to be complete because I gotta go. But love y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for rocking out. Thank you for hanging out. Anytime you pop on and just, watch a video, like a video, share my video, comment, let me know if this is resonating with you. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribers up so we can reach more people, so that we can continue to build community, especially for those of us that are in this new season of recovery. I think it's super important to just have a support system. So, yeah. It's Alicia Lee, for short, coming to you from my Lotus Effect. Hoping that you join me in your Lotus Effect. On your Lotus Effect journey. So, sayonara. Ciao. Mwah. Have the best day ever. Honestly. From my heart to yours.